To create a card visual, we come over to the visual ribbon on the third row on the right hand side, and we can see the card icon. Click on that once and a template appears on the canvas. I'm going to move this over to the left hand side for this example. Now, the beauty about a card visual is that you can put in there pretty much any data type you like. I'm going to come over to our data ribbon, and you can see I have a selection of data types. I have numerical values denoted by the sum symbol that you see over here. I've got calendar values denoted by this little calendar icon here, and I've got calculated values denoted by this little calculator icon here. Let's keep it nice and simple. I'm going to grab the sale amount from our data selection, pull that into the fields area, and straight away I have a visual that represents the total number of sales within that particular column. I can change that number by coming to this little drop down area here, and you can see I get a selection of numerical values that I can then select. It's defaulted to sum, but if I wanted to actually then go to average, click on that and it changes to the average. Let's take that out and then put in a different data type. Let's go for sold yes or no, which is attribute data. It's got two conditions, yes or no. And you can see straight away that it's actually then denoted it as no. The reason for that is because it's showing the very first row within that data set. If I look here, you can now, on that drop-down list, I've only got a small selection as opposed to the previous one where I was giving a lot more numerical values to go through. And in this occasion, I'm just going to go with count, and this will show me 199 because there's 199 rows of data within that particular column. There's another count which says count distinct. So if I click on count distinct, then I get 2 because there's only 2 conditions, yes or no, hence the number 2 being shown. Let's take that out, give you one more example, and let's go for property type. Click and drag that into here, and you can see now it's giving me a text value within the actual card. Again, if we look at the actual field, it says first. If I come on here again, I've only got a limited amount of selections. The last would actually then show as vacant land. If I then go for count distinct, then it's giving me 3 because there are 3 property types within this particular data set. And if I come over to the data view and look at the property type, you can see I've got commercial, residential, and vacant land. Let's go back to our report view. If I come back over to the property type and then say, well, okay, give me the total number, then it shows me 199, letting me know that I've got all the data that I need for this particular piece of analysis. So that is how you can create and use a card visual within your data sets.